Angry Photographer here. I was going to show you something of my own creation. This is my photo editing studio. It's a modified X-ray film viewing rack, and I can roll it anywhere in the house. You can see I have a separate set of speakers down there on the floor. I can obviously make it Wi-Fi and just disconnect the Ethernet cable. And that's a pole right there. Power feed the back, 4 hard drives, 2 DVD burners, a couple packs of SD card. Have a 3 terabyte here, a 3 terabyte there, a 2 terabyte here, and underneath back through there have another 2 terabyte. So I'm always running rolling redundancies, and then making multiple archives. Sitting on a 27-inch. Over here you can kind of see I've run out of room. And Pelican, 6 different Pelican cases. So what I do is I stuff Nikkor lenses back inside the bookshelves. There's like 16. You can't see it. I need to illuminate it better. There's 16 Nikkor lenses on this particular shelf. Speaker setup, but this is kind of the ultimate in lazy asshole douchebag photo editing. I did a kind of worn out today, so I didn't really make but a couple videos today. Did a photo shoot for a small corporate company, did some outdoor shots and whatnot with the D700 and a few lenses. And if I'm too lazy to bring the rolling rack over, what I did is I have this screwed into the wall, and on the back of it is a Mac Mini with the Ethernet connection, so I can just get out of bed, and this swivels out over the bed. The ultimate in lazy, right? And there's a D700. A few people wanted to ask a couple questions. All of this is irrelevant to photography, of course. A couple people asked the same question multiple times about why I'm covered in tattoos. This is a friend of mine. His name was Kevin. He was dying of lymph node cancer. Of course, my wife died of a brain tumor. She had glioblastoma, brain tumor cancer. I took care of her. But anyway, my close friend was a famous tattoo artist, and as I knew that he was dying, I had him cover me in some of his famous artwork. So if anybody thought that I was some sort of sleazy character because I was covered in tattoos, then, well, that's perfectly fine. I was just going to do a very short bio. I went to photography school, went to the University of Kentucky for 4 years, went to Southeast Center of Photographic Study for 2 years, worked in a few camera stores, did a lot of wedding photography. Best money, I can't stand the bridezillas, a bunch of corporate gigs. Photography school kind of burned me out due to a bunch of douchebag professors. Well, you can hardly call them professors, but especially a young one. He was always critiquing everything. He sucked the fun right out of everything when it came to photography. But that's the reason why I'm covered in all these tattoos. My friend who died of cancer, did a lot of tattoo work on me, and I was always obviously an artistic weirdo. I mean, I translate, listen to classical music. I listen to all sorts of music, and I used to be a Russian translator for the United States government for a very short period of time, and police force for a few gigs. I went to Vladimirsky Polytechnic Institute. I was a prodigy in Russian translation. I translate ancient Prakrit and ancient Greek. I do ancient Greek, Platonic and Neoplatonic translations. I've got a couple books out of ancient Greek translations. Kind of like a walking contradiction. No brothers, no sisters. I go out and shoot. After my wife died, I guess I had a midlife crisis, moved to Florida, just off Sanibel Island, got sick of the weather, moved back up north. But yes, kind of a walking contradiction. As you can see here, I've got about roughly about $22,000 to $24,000 of tattoo work, a complete and full bodysuit of tattoos. Really, I'm a nerdy bookworm that's an expert in field theory. Read Tesla, Steinmetz, Faraday, Heaviside, James Clerk Maxwell, and ancient Greek philosophy. So One of my favorite things is reading field theory and Platonic and Neoplatonic philosophy. So that was a question I got asked about quite a bunch of times, so I know this isn't directly relevant to photography, obviously, but everybody kept asking me that question, so I thought I would answer it. That being the case. And the other question, I don't know why I kept getting asked this question. Sorry, I haven't slept for days except for last night. I was up for 4 days. I was working on my book. It's a book on field theory, and starting to field theory, and then finishing a 4th edition of my book on magnetism. They're free books, by the way. I'm not trying to pimp my books out, okay? Everything that I write is free, and I've got a website where I give away a lot of free books to people. The other thing, obviously not related to photography, so you can kick my ass if you hate this video. I understand it. It's not directly relevant to photography, but everybody kept asking me what my favorite video was on YouTube. I don't know why they asked me that, but it's a singer called Tarja Turunen, and it's called The End of the Sun. It's Tarja Turunen, Tarja Turunen, and it's a beautiful song. I don't know why you guys kept asking me about what my favorite music video was, but anyway, there it is. So that's her. Obviously, if I were to play the music, then it would send up copyright violation stuff from here's a brief hint of it. Anyway, so I just kind of basically wanted to laughingly show you my ultimate and lazy douchebag photo editing station, which I can roll anywhere in the house. You can see it's on a rolling rack. It's on independent speakers, the Mac Mini's Wi-Fi system, and I have another computer over here, and a bunch of speakers there, and obviously a pull-out monitor over here, and a 55-inch TV over here, so you could unfortunately be a truly lazy person and sit back in the bed all day and kind of do everything from the bed, except for the photography itself, of course. But it's very handy when working on my book and doing a lot of research, because I've got 9 terabytes of connected hard drive space, and I told you all about data redundancy. Here's a pouch that I have my D810 in, and I've got a few of these safes around the house. Obviously they can be stolen, but that's not the premise. The premise is protection against fire. And inside I have hard drive after hard drive after hard drive, and underneath that I've got 18 hard drives in this safe alone, 20 hard drives, thin 2.5-inch, there's in there. I've got another 100 hard drives in the other room, and hard drives in a larger safe downstairs that cannot be stolen. So data redundancy, data redundancy, data redundancy, and you need to learn the difference between backups and archives. I am not about to lose data to anyone or anything on the face of this earth. If this house were to disappear off the face of this earth, my data would still be protected on servers in Russia, Arizona, and Romania, of all places, right? Yeah. The untouchable Romanian servers. So, I kind of wanted to show you all this neat thing. Have you ever run across a rolling X-ray film rack like this, which I purchased at a university auction? You should buy it, then you could convert it and stick yourself a nice 27-inch monitor, Mac Mini, multiple hard drives for immediate, instantaneous backup, and multiple archival redundancies, and obviously compact flash adapters for sticking in the CF and SD cards, and DVD burners for burning archival DVDs. This is kind of goofy, but it's actually an amazing setup. I think this rack is like $4,000 new. I grabbed it for $20. That's the great thing about university auctions, are just like the government. They when they want to get rid of something, they basically give it away. Yes, this video is kind of irrelevant and redundant. I apologize. It's not directly relational to photography, but I was just doing a kind of quick bio, and I was asked a few questions, about myself. So, I kind of don't know why I made this video now. If you want to slap me across the face or kick me in the balls, that's fine, I understand. But anyway, thanks to you all, and I really wanted to give a big thanks out to you all for being supportive of my worthless, pathetic fucking ass, and wanted to say thanks. And, you know, my premise for making these videos was to actually save you all money, because I really and truly, and I appreciate, you know, the people that, you know, that actually sent me, you know, I appreciate all of you. But, you know, I just had to say, you know, thanks to you people that actually sent me a few dollars via PayPal. It was very kind of you. I kind of basically don't deserve it. I just wanted to say thanks. It was very kind of you. You know, Larry Terry and James Downey and, you know, Timothy Clark and Michael Kerr. Thank you. So that's Michael Keir, Timothy Clark. And I wanted to say hey to James Downey and Larry Terry. It's very kind of you. I really just got sick of the bullshit out there. You know, Fro knows and all these other idiots say, you know, you gotta buy the latest and greatest shit. And, you know, if you don't own the expensive shit, then you're fucked. And I got tired of that, and I knew better. And I may be a tattooed weirdo, savant, whatever the hell I am. You know, I'm kind of like the human version of the platypus. You know, that strange fucking creature that has some use, but nobody really knows what it is. But I just want to say thank you all, and especially happy to hear back from so many people that actually bought the cheap in price, not cheap in quality, okay? You know, I'm happy, so very happy to hear back from you people, and I got so many positive reviews the past few weeks so far as the lenses that I recommended, and everybody said, you know, basically, oh my god, this is wonderful, this is the best thing since sex, and, you know, thank you so much for telling me about this incredible lens. It's just so fucking cheap. Excuse my language. You know, that makes me happy, so I appreciate that. And I appreciate you all, so first half of this video was like a short, irrelevant bio, and the second half of this video was just saying thank you to you all for being so kind. And I really appreciate, you know, you all liking the lenses that I recommended, because, you know, I've owned them all that's been made in the past few decades, and I thought I had something to offer. I mean, I might not have much, but, you know, nobody has everything, but I know what I know, and I know that the other stuff out there on YouTube and these asshole fucking photography magazines and these bullshit videos telling you gotta buy the latest and the greatest, and it's just not true. I mean, it is often true that, you know, you get what you pay for, but, you know, there are enormous, you know, that doesn't mean anything. You know, it really doesn't. I mean, I've found so much stuff so much cheaper that's made so much better, and it's cheap because nobody knows about it. And, you know, they just don't hear about it, and they don't learn about it, and nobody tells them about it. And the reason is that nobody's making any money recommending shit to you that isn't made anymore. You know, who's gonna plug shit that isn't made anymore? And you're definitely not gonna, nobody's gonna advertise for it. Hey, we're advertising this great lens. They stopped making this shit 10 years ago. But, you know, advertisements like that don't exist for obvious, logical, monetary reasons. And hopefully I'm kind of filling in a stopgap there and talking about the stuff that, you know, you don't hear about. And, so many positive reports back from you people, and I will stop flapping my fucking lips. I know sometimes I talk too much, it's my own fault, but, you know, hey, at least I don't, you know, beat people or do drugs or drink or any other bad stuff. So, yeah, everybody's got a bad fault or so I guess that's mine. I never get a chance to really talk at all. I'm always silent 99.9999% of the time, so pardon me for flapping my lips, and just big thanks to you all, and thanks for the donations that you gave that, my pathetic ass doesn't deserve, but I greatly appreciate it, and I will make proper use of it and will not fritter it away. And just want to say thank you. I appreciate you all, and yes, 99% of this video was kind of irrelevant to photography, but whatever, I was just making it. You don't have to watch it, so I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it, and you all have a nice week, alright?